1-1 it is then between Mark Selby and Zhao Guodong. Zhao with the century there after the respot frame went to Selby.
Frame 3.
This is the last match on table 1 in the group section before we head into the playoffs, the semi-finals and final to come. Selby already guaranteed his place. Zhao Guodong feeling, I'm sure, he needs to win this match to be sure. It's still 1-0 to Hussein Vafai against Si Jiao Wei, and they're involved in a close frame next door. Matchroom Multisport YouTube channel with the action live. Corin Wilson just having to hang around right now to see if he's going to be required for the playoffs or not. Yeah, terrific opening pot from Selby. There is again from the overhead. Beautiful. Now then, can he get into these reds? Well, just playing on the loose one.
Eight. Nine.
But he'll be looking now to get into them. It's a great effort, but it's not quite worked out unless there's a plant to left middle. That's what he's having a look at.
16.
That would be very handy, wouldn't it? Feels it's close, this, because he's having a look from the pocket as well. Left middle pocket. Well, looks like he's playing it. Well, what a result that was. To be honest, he just holds his hand up, but now he'll be looking to answer the big break that Zhao made, the 1-2-2, with one of his own.
$24. $25. $32.
A slice of luck there for Selby. Just underlining what we already know
33.
in this game. Little things mean an awful lot.
I suppose it's how you want to look at it, isn't it? I mean, he was fortunate to be left the plant, but he could only be left something by going into the reds. He was trying to be positive. You could argue he was unlucky not to be on a red in a sort of normal way. Either way, he's moved past all that. He's just trying to pop balls now because he knows things can
40.
so often go against you. So here we are, reds and blacks it's been so far.
Yeah, I think the point I'm trying to make is that we often focus on outrageous slices of luck, but quite often it's the accumulation of subtle little pieces of luck that are so useful.
41. 48.
Well, he's on this red. It's slightly awkward. Needing the spider. Needs to be so accurate here.
He's retained position on the black, but this is a thin cut now. But using the spider, you've got to be grateful for small mercies. The red went in.
Well, now Mark Selby still going on blacks. I remember he made that incredible maximum at the British Open a couple of years ago against Jack Lozowski, which included a treble at one point, a treble that he played. Made 5 in his career. Including one that he loves to remind everybody he got no money for at the Champion of Champions. If he made one here, he would get £1,000, wouldn't he, for the high break in the group?
Funnily enough, between sessions, we were chatting away and Mark was telling me a story I didn't know. When he was on the receiving end of Ronnie O'Sullivan's 147 in the deciding frame of the UK Championship semi-final many years ago in Telford. And the punchline was that Selby, of course, devastated to lose, left the venue to discover his car had been stolen.
72.
Now then, can he press on for another max of his own?
Of course, he has made a unique one in the World Championship final, no less, 2 years ago. Well, it was remarkable on that second session, the Sunday night. He was getting a sort of Mexican wave going afterwards with the crowd. Anyway, this is frame ball, and then he really can focus on it.
His great pal Dave Gilbert made one here the last time we were in town a couple of weeks ago. Oh, now that helps.
80.
Yeah, all these reds are possible. I mean, this is a serious chance, actually, for Leicester's own Mark Selby.
81.
Just getting these reds into play with this shot. But we have seen a couple of very near misses, haven't we? Joe O'Connor and Jack Lozowski getting down to the last black. Jack Jones and Dave Gilbert, of course, as I've already mentioned, have gone all the way to 147s this year in the Championship League. Sean Murphy at the Masters. We're up to 211 now, all time.
Yes, and this would be the 10th of the century with 10th of the season with plenty more snooker to come. Come on, Mark.
So this for the ton, for the century, and then it's all about the maximum.
$104.
It's one of the real unifying moments in snooker, a maximum break. Obviously, the player at the table wants to do it. Usually the opponent would like to see them do it when we get to this stage. When there's an audience, obviously they all want to do it. All of us watching want to see it. It's not about who you're supporting, it's about seeing something very special.
Oh, he's on the red, but is it viable? The lack of hesitation, I think, is good news.
Yeah, it's whether he's sort of ideal on the black or not, but he's sort of just working out, yeah, where he's going to leave himself. It may be a little high, but anyway, we're coming down to the crunch now.
$113.
Always the potential for a snag in any maximum, especially from black to yellow. But that was pinged.
You'd certainly fancy him. He won't thank me for saying this, but years ago in China, he did once miss the last black on a 147, but hopefully that won't happen again.
122. $125. $129.
For all that he's talked about as a great tactician and match player, which he is, he's also a wonderful scorer. And he needs pink and black for a career 6th maximum break.
And for the 3rd maximum in this year's Championship League.
A special break from a special player, Leicester's own Mark Selby,
Well done.
with a maximum break handshake.